Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha and today we're going to do our Tuesday top 10. And today's scent note, it just wakes me up every day. It is coffee. Today we're talking coffee scents, as you saw in the thumbnail. Me trying to be cute and funny. Told you guys I'm not funny. Told you. So today we're going to talk about my favorite 10 plus a runner-up coffee scents. I use coffee scents in body care in the shower, perfumes, body mists, candles. I love coffee. I feel like it's actually twofold. I really love coffee scents in the morning to wake me up, but I also really enjoy after a long day having just a nice fancy coffee from a place or making myself a cup of coffee. I do not drink black coffee. It's always got to have some kind of sugar-free creamer, but coffee is coffee is life. Coffee is my friend. But more so than I love drinking it, but fun fact, I've probably only started drinking coffee in the last 5 years of my life. Before it was a dabble. Here and there I'd have a very fancy, like hot chocolatey type of cappuccino thing. But as I'm getting older, coffee literally sustains me. So let's just jump right in. But as always, please leave down below any coffee scents that I have not included. I can only include what I have in my collection, but I'm always curious to know which ones you guys are loving as well. So we're going to start with our runner-up and we'll go up from there. So my runner-up is Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. The reason why this one is a runner-up is because I don't really think of it as a coffee scent, although it's in the name, so it works. Remember, we have to have it in the name or in the scent note. This has notes of pumpkin, latte, toasted marshmallow, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. I love this one. This is a very nice, like, transition scent into fall. Sorry, there was a lot of dead space there. My brain just quit thinking. So I really enjoy this one as one of those first scents that make me think fall, but it's not overly pumpkin spice. It's just a nice light pumpkin, light coffee, light whipped cream type of scent. But yeah, I really love it. And it does count because it is a latte. Latte is a coffee. So let's keep going here. My first one then for other scents that I like for the body, vanilla mocha cream. Now this is newer to my collection. I did use it a little bit once we got it. This is from this came up right before SAS this year. This has notes of cozy cappuccino, vanilla orchid, and white tonka bean. Love tonka bean. I love praline. Those are notes that I think go really well with coffee scents. They just warm it up and keep it deep, which I do think coffee scents for the most part are considered a nice, deep, strong, robust scent. So it's definitely not very light, but like in Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, you can lighten it up with some chocolate, some whipped cream, some foam. So that's another scent that I really like. I think this came out before, but this was the first version that I had gotten my hands on. Let's talk candles. We have a lot of candles because I have a lot of my favorite scents in candles are coffee candles. The first one's going to be this pumpkin spice latte. This one also to me, you can have like a whipped coffee too. I know I had a whipped coffee candle, but I couldn't find it. This has notes of pumpkin pie spice, freshly brewed espresso, homemade whipped cream, sprinkling of cinnamon sugar. So this is really nice. I actually just burnt this one this last week. This is a candle I really enjoy in the mornings when I'm just getting started for the day. I like to take a nice half hour, 45 minutes, an hour just to drink a couple cups of coffee, catch up on comments, and just, plan my day with my gratitude journal. So this is a candle I really enjoy burning for that. It's really strong, but it's also not so deep that you feel like it's too much. This is a really nice medium area when we're talking candles. We're talking coffee scented candles. I feel like pumpkin spice latte is not on the lightest side. Whipped coffee really is the lightest coffee scented candle for me. And then, of course, we're going to talk Paris Cafe at some point, and that is the strongest. So that is my first candle in the coffee scents. My next one is another candle, and that is brown sugar latte. This came out for winter, came out right on the heels of caramel brulee latte, and we were all like looking for that candle hard. So when this came out, we weren't going to make the same mistake twice, and we all bought a bunch of these. This has notes of freshly roasted coffee, frost milk, and sugared praline. Love the praline. You guys know I just anything that says praline I think I need. But this one's coffee note is far more robust than pumpkin spice latte or whipped coffee, so it is completely different. but it isn't so much so that it's just that fresh brewed coffee, kind of like Paris Cafe. This one has a really nice creamy um, latte aspect to it. So in Paris Cafe, there is a sweetness. It's called like sweet or sugared baroche or something. It kind of smells like black coffee with some sugar. This smells like black coffee with some cream, and I really enjoy it. This is a really nice candle. It's really strong, really just tried and true. So it's gone now. You can't get it, but I'm sure they'll bring it back because it did so well last year. So there's a little bit of that. Very, very much a favorite. Okay, let's talk about a couple of perfumes. My first one is Black Opium, and this is the neon one. I think it's just neon. The scent notes for Black Opium Neon was dragon fruit, coffee, and whipped vanilla. Really love this because it has that fruity aspect, but you can really smell the Black Opium DNA is really strong in here, which is a lot of their scents have coffee and things like that, vanilla musk. Really enjoy this one, but the fruit is interesting because you would think that would be something you didn't like, but this is almost like having a coffee in the car with one of those like dragon fruit teas or whatever from Starbucks. That fruitiness in the coffee, they mix and they don't bother me. I really like them. But yeah, it's like so sweet in there. It's almost like bubble gum with coffee. Kind of weird, but I really enjoy it. So that was my first perfume. Another candle. I know I have a lot of coffee scented candles. This one comes from the house of Goose Creek. This has notes of fresh coffee, chocolate, and caramel. So again, kind of has that same dark roasted coffee scent, but this one is mixing a little bit of chocolate and caramel. Really comes through on the burn. I have burnt this a couple times and is really, really strong. This one is very much in the same vein as our Paris Cafe in terms of strength and throw. Super strong, super good. Love the fresh coffee because, again, we don't like burnt coffee. If you smell burnt coffee in any of your fragrances, that's not for me. So this is a nice, fresh, robust cup of coffee. But then, like I said, you kind of get that little bit of creamer. Here's a creamer cup. Here's the black coffee. Here's your creamer coffee. This one has a nice like chocolate caramel creamer note to it. Super strong though. Really enjoy this candle. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I have another perfume. This was supposed to be inspired by the Black Opium scents. This is the Sofia Vergara Love Perfume. Look at the bottle. Isn't that pretty? That like ombre effect. This was like $20 on Fragrance Net. I'm really glad I picked it up. I didn't pick it up to be a dupe to the Black Opium perfume because I've already had many bottles of that and I love that perfume. That is my nighttime go-to scent. But this one has notes of passion fruit, green apple, Colombian coffee, praline, and vanilla. And I really love this one on me. I can mix this with like either of these, and it just, these make it a little bit more sweet and marshmallowy. I don't really pick up the fruits, but there is a sweetness to this that I think is the fruit. It's just that it's not like specifically dragon fruit or green apple. It's just a nice sweetness, but mixed with the praline, which I really love, is like almost caramelized vanilla, and the Colombian coffee. The coffee note is super strong in here. So this is just one of those celebrity perfumes that I really, really enjoy. $20, I think, but it's very comparable. Maybe not to the original Black Opium, but to the Neon. I find it to be pretty comparable. Longevity isn't as long, but $20 versus $100. Okay, the next one is Paris Cafe. Couldn't do a coffee video without including Paris Cafe. I have loved this candle since like the dawn of time. That was dramatic. Okay, I have loved this candle since before I ever drank coffee. That's a true statement. This has notes of rich roasted coffee, sugared baroche, vanilla cream, and natural essential oils. So this one, that it does have a creaminess to it, but right off the bat, you really get your coffee note. So this, you have to like a strong, robust coffee note, freshly brewed. It's almost like you're sitting right next to the coffee pot. Like that's what this smells like. You're really up front and center with the brewing. And then when you're burning it, you get a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of sugariness, but it's not ever going to take over the strong, robust coffee scent. I mean, but this one is a beautiful candle. It's a tried and true for me. I've gone through so many different versions of this candle. I I think the first version I ever tried, sorry, I'm just like a little today. That's why my words aren't coming to me and I'm really sorry, guys. This one, I think the first one was it was in this really pretty, like French Paris cafe. Packaging is blue. That was the very first one I ever tried. But then, like I said, I wasn't a drinker, but I've always enjoyed the scent of coffee. Like I said, when I was little, my whole family drank coffee. So there would be pots on pots on pots made for like get togethers. And I've always enjoyed the smell of coffee. Several of my jobs in high school, in my 20s, coffee I had to make. It just was never something I drank, but I really enjoyed the smell of it. So this makes me want coffee, but this is also a really nice reset candle. So what I mean by that is, say you're burning a bunch of different like Christmas scented candles and you're ready to transition into some light spring florals. When you burn something like this, just like when you're smelling a bunch of different things, if you smell some coffee beans, it just is a reset for your senses. This would do the same thing for your air in your home. It just resets everything, kind of neutralizes all the different odors. This plus a little fresh air would definitely kind of clean up the air for you a little bit. So I always have a couple on hand just for that reason, but I really enjoy the candle too. But it is really nice for that. Okay, we are moving right along. We only have a couple left. So the next product, again, almost like Paris Cafe, this is like the hype is real type of product. So many times I'll watch a bunch of videos on YouTube and I'll go buy something that a lot of people are loving. Doesn't mean that that's not true that they love it, but I don't. I'm like, I don't get it. This I got right away. This is the OGX Smoothing Coconut Coffee Scrub and Wash. This is what I'm talking about when I need a coffee scent in the morning. This is a really pretty, like sweet coconut coffee scent, but when you like get in the shower in the morning and you're just like still tired, like did I even sleep last night? This really is invigorating. It wakes you up, and I love the little bits of coffee in here, or that's what they say it is. That is like a very sensitive, very gentle exfoliant. But again, I like to do gentle everyday ones instead of those abrasive once in a while ones. So this I bought multiple bottles of. This is a brand new bottle because I'm doing a lot of shower gels right now for my project Use It Up, but I'm not in a hurry to use this up because I really enjoy it. But once it gets in the shower, it doesn't come out till it's all gone. It's really, really nice. But you do get a coconut coffee scent with this. It's not just coffee or coconut, it's both. Okay, number 2. We're almost done, you guys. Caramel brulee latte. Number 2 and the number 1 are interchangeable. I love them both. This is my favorite coffee scented candle, and that should be no surprise to you if you watch my videos from like the fall until now. This has notes of creamy latte, sweet caramel, and a sprinkle of nutmeg. Now, the coffee note in this is definitely not as strong as our Paris Cafe or Coffee House from Goose Creek, but it's the kind of coffee I'd want to order when I go somewhere. I want it to be caramel more than the coffee note, but when I'm burning this, it's super strong. When I first got this, I thought this is whipped coffee for sure. Like whipped coffee to me is just okay, but since we have other choices, I rarely pick that one. But it's not. When you burn this, it's so delicious. The coffee comes out of it. Like it just says creamy latte, but like I really do get a coffee note, coffee presence when I burn it. I went through so many, they all performed well. This was a candle that was really hard to get your hands on, like right in the middle of fall, because once people knew, it was like off the shelves and it was just so good. So I hope they do bring this back because this was a really good rendition of a coffee candle. Not your strong, super bold, freshly brewed coffee, but it's just, what most of us like is a little sweetness in our coffee. So that's my favorite coffee scented candle. And of course, like I said, I had to include my favorite probably perfume of all time. Honestly, it's not as, this is like a newer bottle. I've gone through several bottles. And when you've gone through a bottle of perfume, I think that really tells you that you like it and you like it on you. And that's the most important part. That scared me. I don't even know what I was going to say. Basically, since this is my 3rd bottle of Black Opium. Now, the other one I had was smaller. I know that I love this on me, and I think that's really important about a perfume. You have to like the perfume, but you have to like it on your actual body chemistry. So the notes in Black Opium, which I think there's more than this, but it's basically coffee, a white floral, and a vanilla. Pretty straightforward, but this is just a beautiful, like, nighttime scent for me. whenever I wear this to work, I get a lot of compliments. People are like, "Ooh, what is that? Is that new?" And I'm like, "Oh no, this has been around forever. Black opium." So I do like this one in particular, the flankers. There's a couple more that I want to try. There's a green one. I can't remember the name of that one, but for the most part, this is a perfume base of coffee. And so I really enjoy pretty much everything that they put out that's black opium, flankers, or inspired by, or whatever. So again, that's kind of why I picked up this one, just because it kind of really reminded me of black opium. So that is my list. I'm not sure how quickly or how much craziness from outside the room you guys heard. Thank you for rocking with me to this point. Let me know down below, do you guys like coffee scented body care or just home fragrance or neither? And let me know down below if this list is not inclusive. So if there's things I'm missing, let me know so I can hunt for them myself, because I really, really do enjoy coffee scented things. And of course, next week we'll do another scent note. So thank you guys so much. I will see you in a video probably tomorrow. Bye.